Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Master Sergeant. I'm Master Sergeant Anthony Boasti, and it is my privilege to welcome all of you here today as we celebrate Master Sergeant Holly Hudson on the occasion of her promotion to the rank of Senior Master Sergeant. Before we begin, I would like to welcome Sergeant Hudson's family and special guests joining us today. Please hold all applause until everyone has been introduced. Starting with her husband, Senior Master Sergeant Pete Hudson, and their children, Grace, Alex, and Jacob Hudson. We would also like to welcome the commander of the 86 Operations Group, Colonel Matthew Wunderlich, and the USAFE Career Enlisted Aviator MATCHCOM Functional Manager, Chief Master Sergeant Kenneth Harwood. I'd also like to welcome any squadron commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, members of the 86 Operations Group, and most of all, the members of the 76 Airlift Squadron. Thank you all for being here today and for taking part in the Air Force's long-standing tradition of celebrating the promotion of its airmen to the next higher grade. Please rise for the arrival of the official party. Please be seated. This ceremony is a public indication of the increase of responsibilities Sergeant Hudson will assume and allows for all of us to celebrate and share in this hard-earned achievement. We would now like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Brian Gibbs, Commander of the 76th Airlift Squadron, to provide opening remarks.
I definitely can listen to instructions, and I definitely read the script, I promise. Don't try to shoot the gun here, we're still talking. Thank you, Becca, for stopping us right in time, so we did this right. Welcome, everybody, to the promotion ceremony today for Holly Hudson. We're so very excited for everyone to be here. Welcome to the Doves, welcome to our special guests. Welcome to the Dove families, our MXG partners, our CFM from up at USAFE, and most importantly, to the Hudson family. Thank you all for being here. It's so wonderful. It's such a great opportunity to be here for your mom and for your wife. I'll just say, Holly, real quick, I know you're not a one that likes the spotlight on you, as you've told me a few times today, but because you're such a humble person. But what I'd like you to do is just look around and take it all in for just 1 minute of all the smiling faces that are here for you. Because routinely, and I did what you asked me not to do, which is I didn't make it mandatory. So, but it just goes to show that everyone that's here is here for you because you show up for them in so many ways each and every day. And so we just look forward to showing it and paying it back forward to you, Holly. So take it all in for just a little bit. Let's see. So, folks, there's a saying about opportunities in the Air Force. That it's all about luck and timing when you get to them. And there's some nuggets of truth to that for sure, or it wouldn't be as prevalent as a saying as it is in the Air Force. But for some people, it seems like luck follows them. In Holly's case, however, there was no luck involved. It was hard work. It was perspiration. It was dedication to her craft. It was long hours behind the scenes. It was even longer hours juggling a wonderful family dynamic of being a joint spouse and having a wonderful family at home. It was because of determination and it was because of grit that got you here today, Holly. She made her luck by being prepared, and when the opportunities came up and they were afforded to her, she was ready, not lucky. So Holly, as a salt of the earth type of leader, I know that you will never tell anybody about your accolades and about how you've gotten here. You'll tell everybody about your experiences for sure, but she'll never tell you how she's shown. But since I'm her boss, I get to do those things for her because I get to go into her records and look at this routinely, and it's how we postured to get her here today too. And so I want to share some of those so that you all can see just how awesome Holly is. She's among one of the most experienced and diverse executive airlifters that we have in the entire enterprise. She was in 2009 as an A1C flying POTUS and SecDef early on in her career. She's been a mission instructor and or evaluator, CSO, on 3 separate platforms and working on instructor as her 4th, even as a senior NCO right now. In her younger days, she was an ALS DG. Then she got a little bit wiser and grew up in the ranks, and then she went to NCOA, and she was a DG there too. And at the 89th Airlift Wing, she was the ETC, the Executive Airlift Training Center. She led them to the Wing Team of the Year. She was a team lead for Vice Presidential Missions. She was a Wing Nom for the Dutch Heiser. Just alone to be nominated for that is a huge honor in and of itself. She was the Ops Group Enlisted Instructor of the Year one year. Those are all the things that she did somewhat at her level as an NCO until she started to take over and started leading teams. And boy, did she lead teams in a very unique way in her first sergeant role. My goodness, talking to her about some of her first sergeant experiences, it's very clear that she has a heart of gold, a huge heart that everybody is able to fit inside of. And she worked very long hours at all hours of the night to make sure that her airmen were taken care of. And it was because of that she led teams of teams and was highlighted as such. She became the first sergeant council president and then was hand-selected by her wing command chief and AMC's first sergeant to lead her peers, not just be a first sergeant. She developed those behind her and advised those other first sergeants up and out to both the MAGCOM's Diamond Advisory Group and her wing command chief. Because of that, in her last year there, just prior to her last year there, she actually earned a top 10% among master sergeants at the wing, out of over 100 master sergeants that were there, standing out as a first sergeant, which is difficult to do. And then again, when she got here, she stood out again and was a top 10 strat at the wing again, with double the amount of master sergeants in that pool. So a huge feat for you to do. But those are just the accolades about Holly, and there's some markers for her. But they're representative of just the kind of leader that she is, and she has been. She's a consistent high performer, she's a leader of teams, and always looking to better herself and those around her. Which is why she was a clear pick when it came time for us to select a new SEO, that she stood ready for the task. And she's absolutely crushed it this past year, and has shown that she was already leading at the senior master sergeant level. In fact, I called her senior, I don't know how many times throughout this past year. We just needed to manifest it into fruition and have the Air Force catch up to what we knew that she could lead, the capacity that she could lead at. So, what is she going to be doing now that it's actually official and she's a senior master sergeant? 3 big things that she's charted to do: leadership and management, mentorship and development, and then advising commanders are 3 huge things that she has been doing and she will continue to do. So with leadership and management, she's organizing people and directing their programs, managing the resources for them. She's providing mentorship and development, growing not just airmen now, not just NCOs in the squadron, but pouring into her own fellow senior NCOs and mentoring officers alike. They say, as a young lieutenant, that you should grab onto a master sergeant inside of your squadron by the pocket and never let go. Well, if you don't listen or heed that advice, you'll be a senior CGO or an FGO that'll have a senior master sergeant grab you by the ear and pull you into that office. But she is very capable of doing that too. And then the piece that really is I'm extremely grateful for is advising commanders, because I don't know it all, for sure. I lean heavily on her sage advice routinely on health, welfare, morale, discipline, professional development, you name it. She is my advisor and does a fantastic job of it, and I'm so thankful to be doing this with you, Holly. But one thing that isn't going to change now that she's a senior master sergeant is Holly will continue to do what she has always done best. She will lead airmen with authenticity. She can't help it. She will tell you routinely that you will know exactly what's going on in her brain and in her heart by what's showing on her face. So she will continue to lead with authenticity, but more importantly with passion. It's very clear that she has that. It is so refreshing and comforting to see a leader who cares about her people, their development, and highlighting their mission accomplishments the way that Holly does. It's been an absolute pleasure doing so alongside you, Holly, and having you mentor me along the way, so thank you. So Holly, I'll leave you with one final charge, and that's a quote from General Mark Welsh, who was the safety commander at the time when he said it, and later became our CSAF. Leadership is a gift. It's given by those who follow. You have to be worthy of it. Well, Holly, you, ma'am, have proven to be worthy of it. You continue to do so many times over, and so please just keep it up. Keep leading us well. I wish I had another 2 years to continue leading alongside with you in your new rank and your role currently, but I look forward to seeing you from the rafters and leading us well. So congratulations on Senior Master Sergeant. Let's do this together.
I think maybe you did. That's 2 times of sabotage.
Promise I can follow instructions.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Gibbs. Please stand for the reading of the promotion orders. Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the United States Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Master Sergeant Hudson. In view of these special qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the next higher grade, Master Sergeant Hudson is promoted to the rank of Senior Master Sergeant effective the first day of May 2026 by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Senior Master Sergeant Pete Hudson and their children, please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Senior Master Sergeant Pete Hudson and their children to the stage to tack on Senior Master Sergeant Hudson's new stripes.
I don't know if I like that look on your face.
Other side.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, was that Jacob that punched me?
No, I wanted to touch you.
Oh, sorry, let's do it again.
Oh, Jacob needs a turn.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you Senior Master Sergeant Holly Hudson.
I wrote down some notes because I went over on every speech I did at senior NCOA. But I also don't like being the center of attention, so we'll see how this goes. First off, I need to start by saying thank you to everybody that helped put it on. Master Sergeant Sutton, we sat down for one conversation. I asked her to put together a ceremony for me, and then I left for 6 weeks. And this is what she came up with. And it just means so much that I could trust somebody wholeheartedly and know that it was gonna happen to the best of her ability and met everything that I was hoping for. Connor, thank you for volunteering to be the MC. I know you, like myself, have a problem saying no, but it still means a lot to me that you took time out of your week, especially after just coming off of the wing change of command, to get all dressed up and fancy, to be a part of the ceremony. I am grateful that you are here and that you support me. Colonel Gibbs. I'm not gonna cry, I can do this. Thank you for taking time, when I know it's hectic, you've got big changes going on in your own life, but still to be able to take time out to say such nice things. I appreciate it, it means a lot. I also take this opportunity to publicly thank you and Senior Hinson for trusting me to help lead your squadron. When you get behind closed doors with both of them, I can tell you that they care about you and this squadron more than you guys could ever know. And so the fact that they trusted me to step into that spot and lead alongside you just means it means the most. So, oh gosh, my family. Girls, you were the main reason I wanted to have a ceremony. It's an opportunity to thank you for being on your 3rd duty station at only 8 years old, and for understanding that when I was talking on my black phone, it was a work phone call and I couldn't talk to you right now and you needed to go find Dad. I think we are constantly asking you guys to sacrifice, and I'm just so impressed with what amazing little human beings that you guys are. And so to be able to share this moment with you means so much. Oh gosh. I've held it together really well so far. PJ, you are my rock. When I was down at senior and COA, everybody else the other females were like, oh, my mom flew in, or I'm going home on the weekend to check on the kids. And not only did I not have to do that, but I didn't even think about it because you have always been there and supported the fact that I've got to go fly, or I call you with say, I've got church things going on, I don't know when I'm going to be home. You're like, okay, kids will be fed, everybody will be showered, but you've just always been there to support my career and what I wanted to do, even when I was like, hey, let's move to Andrews, or hey, let's move to Germany, hey, let's do another Disney trip. And then also keep me grounded when it's like, well, maybe we don't buy a vacation home in Orlando, that's fine. So, yeah, thank you. I can't imagine doing this with anybody else. And then oh my dogs. I know I've told you guys before, but the fact that this is probably gonna be the squadron where I get to retire out of, and even if I do move back to Andrews just to be able to retire from the States, logistics, just know that my heart will really be here with you guys, and this squadron. What we get to do every day, is just amazing, and you guys are an amazing group of people that I'm excited to work alongside. And then I will just close it out by saying, we joked that, your senior NCO stripes are a roof or a shield that you use to protect the people underneath you. And now I just got double, so I get to be extra feisty when the changes that are coming within EMA, and just know that I tend to get pretty spicy when there's things that come down that I don't necessarily agree with, how they are unrolling for our people. And so I promise to just keep fighting for you guys and hope to make you proud. So with that, thank you all so much for coming. It means a lot that you all took time out of your day. So, thank you.
See if we can make it through the
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's promotion ceremony. Please stick around for light refreshments and snacks. Please rise for the arrival of the departure of
Did it!